Hey everybody, I'm here and you're not, but you're someplace. So let's look at where some of the people are from. Can you go up to the top of the chat so that I can find, there we go. Jan, first person, no city. Lynn, hello. Hailey, hello. Haley, hello. Andrew, hello. Long overdue for you, I agree, Andrew. I mean, you don't even have your picture in there, come on. Another Andrew, oh my gosh. Roger, Peter, Jeff, Marcus, Tina from Pennsylvania, obviously not from Philly, or you would say Philly. Richard, Luis from someplace far away, and Rusty and Phoenix, wow. Vienna, Virginia, Bruce, Mark, snowy Idaho. It's snowing in Connecticut, Al, Scott, good morning, from St. Clairsville, Ohio. Rocky, Jerry, Bradley, from the People's Republic of Boulder. That's hysterical. Diane, Canada. Oh my gosh. Michigan, Shelby, North Carolina. Joseph, good morning. Francis from Irving. Ryan, hello. Robert, Dubuque. I've been to Dubuque. Helen, hello. We the North. Yeah, you are the North. Oh my gosh, Spain. Luis is from Spain. Way to go. All these people are coming on here so quick. Florida, Werner. Chris, Texas. Gerardo. Oh my gosh. Oxnard. Sean, Louisville. Andrew, Fort Mill. Hey, Andrew, right around the corner. But this is cool. Vincent from Amsterdam. I love this. Bert from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Patty from New Jersey. This is so cool. Delaware, Toronto, Blacksburg. David Newman's on. Hello, David. People are from all over the world. I missed somebody from a faraway place. Can you go back up just a little bit? I missed somebody from far away. Spain, no, I got Spain. Anyway, I apologize. Vienna, Virginia, no, Belgium. Jan from Belgium. Okay, cool. I have a statue that I bought when I was little, the mannequin P, little kid taking a leak. And I sent it home. It took like 6 months to get from Brussels to where I was living in New Jersey. It was crated up. It cost me 20 bucks for the statue. It cost me 20 bucks to send it. That was in 1967. The statue is this high. It works. It's actually a fountain. And it's still displayed. Mexico City, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Unbelievable. Nottingham. I love it. Dave Rossi, otherwise known as Robin Hood. I love this. Lubbock, Texas. Oh, hey, Ronnie. And Toronto, Canada. Madison, Mississippi. Brooklyn, New York. Woo! Everyone who says Brooklyn always gets applause. I am from Brooklyn. People will applaud no matter where the hell they are. So a lot of people are popping on. And I'm very, very grateful for that. You're going to have a good time today. I'm going to kick some butt. It is 10:01. We're about to start. But I want to make sure that you understand what you're about to get yourself into today. It's intense because I've promised you an outcome, and I want to make sure you get it. And I have promised you that you will get information that you can take out into the street and turn into money, and you will get it. The actual promise of this is how to make the income you deserve without busting your ass 24/7, even if you have killer competition or think you're becoming a commodity. The internet is causing people to believe that they are becoming a commodity, and nothing could be further from the truth. Unless you're selling pigs or oil or cattle or corn or soybeans. Those are commodities. If you're selling that, fine. If you're not selling that, listen up. This is the 7-figure sales formula, and it's taking my sales wisdom to the bank, your bank. A little bit of background for a lot of people don't know who I am or have some kind of sketchy feeling, oh, you're the guy that wrote the Sales Bible or the guy that wrote the Little Red Book of Selling. Yes, I am that guy, but this is me in the summer of 1947. If you can see that car in the background, it's a new car. I'm in Atlantic City, New Jersey. That garden to the left of the hotel, that was our family's business and hotel. My father and grandfather owned the hotel, the St. Clair Hotel in Atlantic City, New Jersey on Pennsylvania Avenue. It's now a casino. This is my first nude photo shoot in 1948 on the beach. I think I was wearing pants, but I'm not 100% positive. We will never know. But if you can see in the background, it's the Steel Pier, the famous Steel Pier from Atlantic City. Time flies, as you well know. In 1955, I was making door-to-door sales, selling candy bars for a dime that I bought for a nickel, and I gave the money away to charity. In 67, I dropped out of college and landed in Europe, knowing everything until I realized that I didn't know who the Habsburgs were because I cheated off of Louis Poland in college, and I knew nothing. That's a picture of me getting on a boat in Amsterdam and saying to the person, well, you think you're going to sell me this picture? And they did. By 1973, I opened up my own business and was selling door-to-door in Manhattan. The twins are now 47. The t-shirt says David Bowie is Ziggy Stardust. In late 1974, I made my first $1 million sale in Manhattan. I'll tell you about it in a little while. I actually grew up in Atlantic City in Haddonfield, New Jersey. This was our house in Haddonfield. We had a nice estate. I was very fortunate growing up. Big yard. My dad hit golf balls on the side yard, and I would come home to a golf ball through the window, at least weekly, pile of glass, golf ball in the middle of the room. My family, we stressed 6 things. Take a note. Family unity, education, do the right thing, don't measure, just give. The understanding of money and humor. That's how I was raised. I wonder if you had things that you were raised with. I wonder if that spurs some kind of memory for you. Maybe you might want to write it down. I went to Temple University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I could have dropped out of any school, but I chose to drop out of Temple. It didn't teach me anything about my major. My major was business, marketing, and management, but I owned 2 racehorses. I sold homework and football pools for my bookie. Those are my major things, going to the racetrack pretty much every night. I'm going to share a story this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, wherever you're listening in the world. I'm going to share a story of entrepreneurial and sales venture and adventure that took me from a student of sales to multiple $1 million plus sales in New York City, and then to author the best-selling sales book of all time and the elements that got me there. The Little Red Book of Selling has been a blessing to me, literally all over the world. And I've become known by it and other things, but especially. I created, coined, and trademarked the phrase, people don't like to be sold, but they love to buy. And there's a philosophical reason behind that, and I'll share that with you this morning as well. I was chosen by the Napoleon Hill Foundation to annotate Napoleon Hill's first writings in a book called Truthful Living. If you don't own it, you should. So how did I make those $1 million sales? That's a pretty good question, isn't it? Jeffrey, how'd you do that? And more important, how can you use the exact same formula to make your sales? And the answer is you can. If you stay till the end of this webinar, I'm going to send you some bonuses. 3 pages from my Get Shit Done book that will put you on the path to greater productivity. It's killer. It's a #1 New York Times bestseller right now, and you need to own it. And if you stay till the end, you're going to get a bonus, a $99 value bonus of Napoleon Hill's 28 qualities of a master salesperson. He actually called it a master salesman, but I'm trying to be as correct as I possibly can. From this book, How to Sell Your Way Through Life. Where can you get this book? You can go on eBay. They're selling one for $1,800. They're selling one for $1,500. Yikes. And the one at the bottom is a library copy, and it's not, these books aren't even first editions. Imagine what those sell for. Who is this webinar for? Who is this information for? It is for new entrepreneurs who want to begin and accelerate their entrepreneurial path, forward-thinking entrepreneurs who want to have an unfair advantage, experienced successful entrepreneurs who are looking to scale to the next level, and successful salespeople looking to reach next level or even branch out on their own. Well, who's it really for? I'll give you a better clue. Action takers, dreamers with a goal, burning desire, and intention to succeed in sales or in business, and you're not offended if somebody gives you 60 minutes of frickin' gold, free content, and then makes an amazing offer at the end. I'm so grateful for Jeffrey Gitomer early in my entrepreneurial career. I was introduced to him through his books and programs that can only be described as life-changing for me. What I learned from him and applied to my business resulted in creating not one, but two businesses that have produced over 7 figures in sales consistently for the past 10 years. The impact he's had on me and my family has been priceless. Joe Soto, CEO, Revenue Inbound. I have 3 goals for this masterclass. Number 1, to get to the next level through sales wisdom and personal action, because that's the only way. It's to get you to the next level. To transfer real world ideas and strategies, because that's the only way to get real sales wisdom. It's through someone who has been there, made the sales, and banked the money. And to provide immediately relevant and implementable information that you can put into practice 1 minute after you learn it. That's fair enough, isn't it? I didn't get the t-shirt. I manufactured the t-shirt and sold millions of them. I wrote the Sales Bible in 1994, still in print, sold hundreds of thousands of copies all over the world. I wrote the Little Red Book of Selling, sold more than 5 million copies globally. It's become the best-selling sales book of all time, but once you start to write, you write. I'm a writer. And I wake up every morning and write, and we'll talk about that. And this is my new book, Get Shit Done. Go get a copy. They've sold thousands of them already, and the book's only been out about 3 weeks. And I've become known as the global authority on sales. I am the self-proclaimed king of sales. The reality is, it started when I was failing. Oh, you see, everyone fails. Failing is like the most fun part. Most people get pissed off. I get excited because my dad told me, son, you can't succeed in business until you failed a couple of times. So on my second failure, I went, great, I'm ready. You might not have approached it that way. I was selling imprinted sportswear in New York City. Customers were delaying the sale. Ew. And I knew they should be buying, but I couldn't figure out why they weren't buying right away. It was causing my company friction, stress. It was frustrating to my partners. It was affecting our money. We had no money in the bank and preventing scale and growth in my company of any kind. That is when I created the 7-figure sales formula, and I didn't even know it. That turned into millions of dollars worth of sales, including cold calling CEOs of Fortune 500 companies and making the sale. Wonder if you've ever done that. I've only done it a few times. But you know what? They're the easiest sale to make on the planet. They love buying. I also had the contract to print 1.6 million garments for the 1984 Olympics. Every t-shirt. 24/7, 365 for 6 months. Took me years of struggle before I found and discovered the actual secret formula. You don't need to go through that crap. I did. I uncovered the missing piece to my success. And it wasn't easy. You pay for that success. and I decoded the elements by going back over every major sale I made, whether it's 6 figures or 7 figures or even 5 figures. I went back and looked at every single one to see if there were common elements. And you know what? There were. There's several elements that all of these sales had in common. And this morning, this afternoon, or this evening, I'm going to share 3 of them with you. 3 secrets of making 7-figure sales. Number 1, competitive advantage is self-made. Get out your notebook and take that. Competitive advantage is self-made. Secret number 2, creating 7-figure sales is directly connected to your belief system, your personal belief system. And secret number 3, why asking for referrals is not enough to actually get referrals. My boss said I have to ask for referrals. Right, and you don't get them. This is what I need from you. Full concentration, and if you take notes, you will double your understanding, thereby creating a greater percentage that you will actually implement. If you don't have the workbook, download it. Even if you use it later, take notes on your phone, dictate it to yourself. I'm going to go fast, grab information that comes to you that you think will help you, because I don't know what you sell. I know how to sell. I also know why people buy. Here's the 7-figure sales formula. First reality, there is no prize for second place in sales. You either win or you lose. There's no participation trophy, there's no ribbons. Win or lose, sell or die. Well, that sounds familiar. Sell or die. That's our podcast. The reality is, this formula is not found anywhere. It flies in the face of every other selling process you'll ever learn. They're all the same. Open, probe, present, overcome objections, close, ask for a referral. I can define them in one word. That's bullshit. We're going to eliminate all that stuff because that's not how you make sales anymore. The reality is, this formula has made me more than $100 million worth of sales. You might want to pay attention. The other reality is it's an outbound face-to-face process, but I've also used the same formula and made 6-figure sales on the phone. So it's universally usable. The formula works because I discovered my own secret. Isn't that cool or what? Here's secret number 1. I was selling imprinted sportswear in New York City, but living in Florida, and everyone wanted me to make a sample. Oh, Jeffrey, it really looks good. Can you make me a sample of what mine's going to look like? I'm like, oh, yeah, I can do it. Another 3 weeks goes by, losing momentum and the enthusiasm that the customer had at the time for the sale. Strike while the iron's hot. After my 5th trip home, on the airplane, I thought to myself, why am I not making the sample in advance? What kind of an idiot am I? And realized that people didn't want to see my stuff. They wanted to see their stuff. Aha! People don't like to be sold, but they love to buy their stuff. People don't want to see your stuff. They don't want to see your slides. They want to see their stuff. They want to see the outcome. I had to sell my stuff, but they bought their stuff. Take that. I had to sell my stuff, but they bought their stuff. People don't like to be sold, but they love to buy. Why people buy is 1 billion times more powerful than how to sell. And no one seems to understand that. Ta-da! Here's some money insight, and this is huge. For every $1 million or $1,000 sale I ever made, I created my own competitive advantage. I'm going to give you an insight right now that if you get this, you'll become a $1 million seller, I promise. You can do it. I created my own competitive advantage, and so can you. People buy ideas, perceived difference, perceived value, and you. Get that. Secret number 1, competitive advantage is self-made. Don't worry about what your competition has. You make your own competitive advantage. The secret of competitive advantage is contained in your creativity. Aha. Like instead of drinking beer and watching Netflix, read a book on creativity tonight. It's going to be called your creative advantage. Think about that. Competitive advantage, creative advantage. The secret of creativity is contained in the idea, the presentation, and the outcome. And you can create your own competitive advantage every single time you make a sales call. Every single time, if you're focused on it. Or you can get your slides ready and your business cards ready and puke all over people, and they're not going to get it, and they're going to ask you for a proposal, and you've differentiated yourself from nothing except maybe your price. Let me show you the $1 million sales formula in action. One of my daughters, Erica, bought this book, The Little Bunny Follows His Nose. It was a scratch and smell book. The authenticity of the book, she autographed it when she was a young kid. Whoop, whoop. And inside the book was an amazing, there's the autograph. Inside the book was this amazing picture, a gorgeous little picture. And we decided in the t-shirt business, we're going to make a shirt out of that. We separated it, we printed it. I actually still have one of them. Boom. And we made it scratch and smell. And you know what? The little golden book people bought thousands of them. Thousands of them. Is that cool or what? Who was our competition? We didn't have any. We had none. I was able to make the sale based on value, not based on price. So I make this big sale and I'm thinking to myself, okay, who else? What else? What else can I sell? Who else can I sell it to? And the first thing that came to my mind was copper tone suntan lotion. Of course, their logo's dorky, but their old logo was amazing. So we created this garment. Now, let me explain what I did and why I did it so you can understand how the idea and the element of surprise creates purchase. I had the idea, I called the guy. Never saw the guy, never met the guy. Cold called somewhere in Memphis, Tennessee. They were interested. I sent him a sample, just like this. I said, do you like it? He goes, we love this. I said, I'm going to send you another sample, and if you like it, I'm going to ask you to buy a ton of them. And 3 days later, I sent it to him, scratch and smell, with the scent of copper tone suntan lotion, and they went bananas. I added a creative idea and made a ton of sale. You see, ideas pull the sale, so you don't have to push the sale. Your slides are not going to pull the sale. Your idea is going to pull the sale. The key insight of number one is very simple. People don't want to see your stuff, they want to see their stuff. How to apply it? Well, people don't want to buy your stuff, they want to buy their stuff. I can't make it more plain than that. People don't like to be sold, but they love to buy. I mean, you're going out shopping, you don't go out to get sold a dress or a suit of clothes, you go to buy it. You don't go to get sold a car, you go to buy a car. Start thinking of your sales in terms of outcome, not dollars. What are they going to do after they take ownership? And review ideas that you've had in the past and think about what happened, their outcome. What happened when they started like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Here's how to do it. Visit with your customers to see how they use your products and services. Well, that's pretty simple. Capture the ideas that you have immediately. I text myself, and I do it all the time. I text myself 5 times a day, minimum. The world makes way for the man with an idea. You think that's a new quote? That was said by Orison Swett Martin from the book He Can Who Thinks He Can in 1908, 110 years ago. This is the best book that I own on creativity because it's the simplest book to understand and put into practice. It's Thinker Toys by Michael Mahalko. Own it. Read it. Document everything having to do with any idea that you have as fast as you possibly can. Here's secret number 2. My first job was selling encyclopedias door to door. I was 17 years old. I had my driver's license. I even had use of a car. Wasn't mine, but I could use it. I got kind of crappy training. I was scared. I was actually not liking or believing in the product because we had Encyclopedia Britannicas in our home, but I hated them. But I was wanting to make sales and prove myself. Know what I mean? I quit after 3 days. I just couldn't do it. I go into people's homes. It was cold calling. I had to put the stuff on the floor and get the kids out of the house. It was a mess. I slept in. That's all I can tell you. But the secret of number 2 is the depth of your belief will determine the final outcome. I didn't believe in it. I'm going to these people's houses trying to make a sale. I didn't believe in Encyclopedia Britannica myself. This is the 7-figure formula webinar workbook. Have you downloaded it yet? Come on, get with it. I want you to take notes. If you haven't taken notes up to this point in time, at some point there'll be a replay, but not soon. I want you to take notes on this because this part of belief will definitely transform the way you think about who you are, number 1, and who you want to become, more important. This is my undeniable elements for sales success. Notice the 2 circles at the bottom, attitude and belief. They are intersected. But at the top is the thing salespeople do the least of, preparation. It's not training about your product. It's training about the mind of the customer and the mind of yourself. You have to get ready. You read, you write, you think, and that creates self-confidence. You can see it all in this particular graphic. Here's a better graphic of it. Your no BS belief system includes your product, your company, yourself, differentiating, and belief that the customer is better off having purchased from me, from you. But let me give it to you in a better way. These are the 5 parts of unbreakable belief. You have to believe you work for the greatest company in the world. You have to believe your products and services are the greatest in the world. Now think about that. And you have to believe you're a great person, that you have the self-confidence to be able to go in and help other people. You have to believe that you can differentiate yourself from your competition, not compare yourself to. Differentiate is value, compare is price. Compare is price, differentiation is value. And you have to believe that the customer gets great value from purchasing from you. You have to believe the customer is better off having purchased from you, and you have to believe that in your heart. Head is attached to price. Heart is attached to wallet. Jerk on the heartstring, wallet comes popping right out of that back pocket. I don't know whether you get it or not. Think about this. If you have a young kid or a young grandkid, what's their closing ratio? Got it now? Cool. So the question is, what do you believe? That's a big question. What do you believe in? That's a bigger question. Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in your product? Do you believe in your company? Who do you believe in? Do you believe in the people that have helped you get here? Do you believe in your customers' capability of doing business with you? And do you have that same belief in yourself? Do you believe you're the greatest? You walk into the bathroom mirror in the morning and go, whoo, look at that. I do. Every day. Maybe you haven't dusted off your little engine that could book. I give it to every child of a friend of ours that's born. I inscribe it. It's not just a book for a kid, it's a philosophy for a lifetime, and you're still in that lifetime, and you better think you can. And you better think you can every day. My question is, what are your belief blockbusters? Whoa. What do you mean belief blockbusters? Well, what's inhibiting you from believing that you can? Do you believe you're not good enough to overcome objections? That's interesting. Price is too high? Do you love your job? Because if there's no love, there's no belief. Is your belief vulnerable because you have no leadership support or no family support and it's starting to get to you? Another Artisan Sweat Martin quote, if one is so loosely attached to his occupation that he can be easily induced to give it up, you may be sure that he's not in the right place. Artisan Sweat Martin, 1908. John Patterson actually bought the patent for the cash register, improved it a lot, but he founded the National Cash Register Company in 1880. I actually wrote a book called The Patterson Principles of Selling. I think it's here, yeah. This is the original book, Patterson Principles of Selling. It became the Platinum Book of Cha-Ching. But in his library, I bought some books from John Patterson's actual library. This is the book that all those quotes came from. The Artisan Sweat Martin book, He Can Who Thinks He Can, literally from 1908. See this quote, if everyone's so loosely attached to his occupation that he can easily be induced to give it up, you may be sure he is not in the right place, and that could be you. But look at it in the book. Come on. This is from the hand of John Patterson, the father of American salesmanship. Remember this quote, the world makes way for the man with an idea. Boom. It's the thinker, the man with original ideas. That's who it is. You must carry your belief to a point where it is transferable. The customer has to say, I get it, I agree with it, I think we can do this, let's do business. Are you able to transfer your belief? How's your enthusiasm? How's your self-confidence? How are the things that make you believable, likable, and buyable? Harvey Mackay said, if you want others to believe in you, you must first convince them that you believe in yourself. Hello. He wrote two of the most important business books of all time, Swim with the Sharks Without Being Eaten Alive and Dig Your Well Before You're Thirsty. Here's how you can strengthen your belief right now. Number one, hang around other believers. Number two, talk to loyal customers who love you. Oh, but there's always a 0.5. Testimonials from your 10 best customers will not only help you make other sales, they'll solidify your own belief that you're the greatest, that your company is the greatest, that your product is the greatest, that it's working for other people. Go get them. Go get them. What are you willing to do to strengthen your beliefs? Well, I think I'm willing to do whatever it takes. That's a bullshit answer. I want a specific game plan. What are you going to do to strengthen your belief system? So the key insight is if you want others to believe in you, you first must convince them that you believe in yourself, and that's self-talk. The action step, hang around believers. Talk to them. Get their input, get their feedback, get their support. Hang around customers who are believers. They'll tell you how much they love you and how easy it is to do business with you. They'll tell you everything you need to know. One of my mentors was Charlie Tremendous Jones. And he said, the only difference between where you are now and where you'll be 5 years from now are the books you read, the people you meet, and the places you'll go. Wow. You might want to get this book. It's called Life is Tremendous. It's only sold a couple million copies. You might want to pick up one for yourself. Remember, if you stay to the end, and we're getting there, you get the bonus of the pages from the Get Shit Done book, Greater Productivity, and Napoleon Hill's 28 Qualities of a Master Salesperson. You have to have this. It's incredibly insightful. Here's secret number 3. And this is huge because it unlocks a secret that you have misinterpreted or been misinformed about since you started selling. I've seen hundreds of thousands of salespeople struggle with getting referrals. Reason? Like a fool, they ask for referrals. I didn't understand why they were struggling. Referrals coming to me easily, until one day I realized, secret number 3, it's not about asking for a referral, it's about becoming referable. Oh, that sounds so simple on the surface, but let me tell you what, it's deep. They were, maybe you were, taught to ask for referrals without being taught the real secret of securing them. The paradox is simple and baffling. Although referrals are the ultimate sales opportunity, very few people are able to obtain them. You ask people for referrals, they don't give them to you because you asked and didn't realize that you were not referable. If I ask you the one-word definition of referral, well, you want to put in the chat for the hell of it? Come on. What's the one-word definition of referral? Hello? Throw it in there. I'm going to tell you in a word, you're probably thinking about it. It's a sales lead, it's an easy thing to do, it's a sale. But whatever it is, it's not right. The one-word definition of referral, and you may want to write this one down for sure, is risk. Someone is willing to risk their relationship with another person and give them to you because they trust you and they believe in you and they know that you're going to handle it properly. You're not going to be a jerk. It's the hardest thing in sales to earn. Yeah. The one-word definition of referral is risk. So the referral reality is very simple. You have to ask yourself first, are you referable? Way before you ask for a referral, how referable are you? The reality is the person did not say no to your request for a referral. The person said no to their perception of your referability. Hello? If you want to know if you're referable, it's real easy. Ask yourself this. How likable and trustworthy are you? How deep are your relationships with your customers? Are they friendship deep? How valuable are you to your present customers? Do they perceive you as valuable, or are you just a sales guy? How accessible are you to your present customers? Do you each have each other's cell phone? Can you text? What are you asking them after the sale, or are you just running away? Are you there for the delivery? Ooh. What are you doing after the sale? That's huge. Are you doing relationship referral work? That's even bigger. Do you interview after the sale and ask about the experience? Oh, how did it go? Sit down and talk to somebody over a cup of coffee. You'll be amazed at what you learn. And, big one, how was your service? Well, we had some issues. And most companies don't even tell their salespeople that there was a service issue. Big mistake. How easy was it to do business with us? That's what you want to ask that customer. Did anything memorable happen? Oh, because you see, if nothing memorable happened, they're going to forget about it. What did you do that created some kind of memory? Did you record the interview? Probably not. Big mistake. Did they social post about you? Did you social post about them? I wonder. Did you invite them to your podcast? Do you even have a podcast? Why do you not have a podcast? There's about 20 million of them now. Did you really get a referral, or was it only a lead? Call this guy, but don't mention my name. That's a lead, and probably not a good one. So my question to you is, how do you get referrals now? The old-fashioned way, I just go in and ask for them. Jeffrey, people like me and they give me referrals. Are you still asking? Really? Wouldn't it be better if you had a better process for referrals? It's not about asking. It's about becoming referable. Actually, it's about becoming. And referable is one of the elements in becoming, and I'll talk about that in a couple minutes. Before you ask for a referral, first you must become referable. That's a simple process. You must meet with people that have referred you and say, why'd you do this? What about me has made me referable? That's what I want to know. Because once you know that, all the referrals you could ever want are yours. Do you understand that referrals are the single best and most profitable source or resource for more sales? Can you understand that? It's so easy. Why are you cold calling when you can have a referral? Seriously, you want 100 cold calls or one referral? 1,000 cold calls or one referral? That referrals are the second most coveted prize in sales besides the sale itself. But it's also the least used source or resource. Least. Because it's so easy to just come in and make 25 phone calls. Please don't hang up. Garbage. Waste of time, garbage. Why are they not used more? Answer, getting referrals requires work. Oh, it requires work. Hard work. And most salespeople are not willing to do the hard work that it takes to make selling easy. Come on. Stop watching television, stop drinking beer at night, and start working hard, and all of a sudden, you're going to have more referrals. Hello. So the question I'm going to ask is, how referable are you? That's a real simple question. Have you removed the risk of referring you? Risk, remember? Here's a referral's truth, and it's also a sales truth. Unspoken risk is the biggest barrier to a sale and a referral. They're not going to tell you you're not referable. They're not going to tell you, I don't like your product, I don't like your company, I don't like you. They're just going to say, send me a proposal, or I got to think it over, or we have to have a board meeting about it, or some bullshit put off that's not the truth. So here's the action plan. Write down what you believe are your most referable qualities. That's something you've never done before. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Here's your action plan. Meet with customers that have given you referrals in the past and ask them why they gave them to you. So it's your most referable qualities and why your customers gave you referrals. I'll bet you they're the same. If your referable qualities do not match the reasons your customer gave them to you, it's clear that your referral process is out of alignment. Not good. Work on the referable skills your customer considers most important. Let them tell you why they refer people and see if it matches why you think you're referable. It may be something as simple as doing what you said you're going to do and you don't think that's one of your qualities. They're the ultimate sales maker. I love referrals. They're so genuine. They're so authentic. They're so affirming. It's a report card. It's telling you you've done everything right. So those are the three elements. But here's the reality. There's a lot more. I can't cover everything in one masterclass, even if you had all day. But I love this graphic, don't you? But actually, if you draw a line, I was going to draw a red line. I've only covered the little tippy tip of this. You know that if you've been in sales for a decade. Jeffrey, you went too fast. Jeffrey, can I get a replay? Jeffrey, what are the secrets? What are the rest of the secrets? If that's what you're saying, or that's what you're thinking, I've delivered the value that I promised. But I have a special offer so you can get all of this and everything you need to know for ultimate sales success, literally forever. And if you act fast, I'm going to give you a very special deal with some incredible bonuses. You're going to be amazed at what I've put together. It's called the 7-Figure Sales Formula Program because it's not just a process, it's a reality. You see, once I realized that I found my own amazing secrets to making a sale, I was compelled to take it deeper and create an easy to implement answer process and make it available to people sick of hitting the same walls running into the same barriers and getting the same objections. Your price is too high. I'm not interested. I can get it someplace else cheaper. We have a satisfactory supplier. They're 100 years old. They're 100 years old. What are you taking that crap for? You know, I tell people when someone says your price is too high, you go, price is too high? I never heard that before. See, you're not having enough fun. Want a sneak peek? Sure you. Let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to go from believing in other people and things to believing in yourself. That's what's going to happen in this program. You're going to go from fighting price to having a true creative, competitive advantage. Killer in sales. And you're going to go from asking for referrals to becoming referable. From asking for referrals to earning referrals. And from not getting enough referrals to having a steady stream of referrals. That's gold. That's money. That's measurable. Someone calls up and gives you a referral, dude, you can't ask for anything better than that. You can't. You can't thank people enough for that. The 7-figure sales formula looks like this. You get 6 modules with more than 30 video lessons, audio files, handouts, group coaching. Group coaching. You're going to have a community of all the other people that are in the 7-figure sales formula program. And there's huge bonuses. I'm going to give them to you right now. Everything you need to start making the money you deserve and grow your business is in the 7-figure sales formula. Module 1 is my no BS belief system. On video. Module 2 is the attitude factor. I don't know if you watch SpongeBob or not, but he's one of my all-time favorites. He's always a happy guy. Module 3 is the attitude factor. You're free to choose lifelong learning, being of service, having high standards, a quality person, and being your best. Come on. It's unbelievable. It's belief, it's attitude. And Module 4 is the $1 million sales process, part 1. Not a make money or make more money, but why and what you will do with the money that you earn. Why the guy wouldn't return your call is a huge issue, and it's all part of part 2. It's all about the guy. There's also the magnetic referral method. There's self-tests. There's PDFs. There's all kinds of things that you need in order to be able to complete your sales education. It is your sales MBA, something that you're not going to get in your training room, something you're not going to get simply by reading a book, something that you're not going to get sitting in a seminar. This is for you, and you get it for life. When you buy it, you own it. There's live monthly Q&A coaching. I get $5,000 an hour to do, isn't that cool? To do any kind of coaching. You're going to get it monthly. What are you going to get? Come on. The complete 6-module, 7-figure sales formula program that includes everything, audio files, video lessons, handouts, $10,000 value. Live group Q&A, $5,000 value if you only take 1 month. Now we're up to 15 grand. Who does this work for? New entrepreneurs who want to begin and accelerate their entrepreneurial path, forward-thinking entrepreneurs who want to take an unfair advantage, and experienced successful entrepreneurs who are looking to scale to the next level. And salespeople, if you want to become uber successful in what you do or branch out on your own, this is for you, I promise. David says, I just wanted to say a gigantic thank you. You've helped me grow my business, stay on track, set measurable goals, and maintain proper focus. David, you are welcome. I had 2 choices, me personally. My first option was go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many as possible, but it wouldn't incentivize me to stack the value. The second option requires a little bit more money, but in exchange, I can devote more resources and more of my personal time to guarantee your success, and that's what I chose. Ultimately, there's one investment that supersedes all others. Invest in yourself. Warren Buffett, how's he doing so far? I'm walking out of the Omaha, Nebraska airport one day, and I see this. My advice, invest in yourself. And there's Warren Buffett as a graduate, a recent graduate of the University of Nebraska in 1955. Hello. One of our customers, Cynthia Mannion, says, I highly recommend Jeffrey Gitomer because of his programs. I'm becoming a whole new person. On the business side, I went from being pleased when I just made my quota to making 671% of plan. Whoa. I got the biggest sale of the commercial division and the biggest sale it has ever had. I'm number one in the company. Everything that Jeffrey says clicked for me, and I did it every day. Start now. It's much nicer to be on top. It's funny because you get a whole new sense of confidence. I'm blown away. Thank you, thank you. Shocked and amazed. I'm very grateful. And Cynthia, we are grateful for you. Now I'm going to give you some bonuses that are so over the top that my wife said, I'm nuts. She said that a few times before, but this one specifically, she was going crazy. You can't imagine the impact that this program has had on all of us. A big change in attitude and the way we see things has already happened. We have work to do, and we'll do it step by step. The first thing you're going to get is a ticket to my 2020 live in-person mastermind event that I'm charging people $2,000 for. You get a ticket. You get the whole program, and you get a ticket to the event. That cool? It'll be in Charlotte. Bonus number 2, my 5 greatest sales of all time videos and how I made them and what were the elements that went into them. I sell it for $1,000 all by itself. This video series is exclusive to members of the 7-Figure Sales Formula program, available no place else. Here's what you're going to get so far. 6 modules, 7-Figure Sales Program, $10,000. Live Q&A, $5,000. Bonus number 1, free ticket to the mastermind event. Bonus number 2, 5 greatest sales. Now it's about $17,994 value. Now, if all I did was give you the exact sales process for finding, contacting clients, building relationships, and closing sales, that would be worth it, wouldn't it? If I gave you the kick in the butt that you need to get you moving every day, wouldn't that be worth it? If I teach you how to get referrals, wouldn't that be worth it? If I help you get 3 to 5 new clients a month, would that be worth it? Hell yes, it'd be worth it. Even one new client would be worth it. One client worth $5,000 to you, $25,000 to you. How much would you pay to get one new $10,000 client? And the answer is anything. So you can see why it's a good deal of $5,000. But because you're early, here's the deal. We're going to sell it for $2,000. You can get it today, limited time for the next 4 days only, for $997. You go to the 7figuresalesformula.com and you fill out the form, you register, you pay, and you're in immediate possession of everything. Other opportunities exist, but none are being taught by somebody who, for the last 40 years, built a 7-figure business from scratch, received the National Speakers Association Hall of Fame Award, and wrote the best-selling sales book of all time. Everybody thinks they're a great sales trainer because they read the Little Red Book of Selling and they pass it out. Dude, I wrote it. Another bonus. You're going to get a skills-based sales assessment, 30 questions, and a 20-page report. We sell it for $100. You'll have it in 2 seconds, and you'll be able to see exactly where you're strong and where you could use improvement. You got it so far? The 7-Figure Sales Formula, the video lessons, live Q&A, a free ticket to the mastermind event, the 5 greatest sales training, and a skills-based sales assessment. Could I give you any more? $18,000 worth of things and value that you can start right now. Get it for $997. You get it right this minute by going to the 7figuresalesformula.com and just sign up, just register. Go. Go, 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 go. Is there a money-back guarantee, Jeffrey? Yes, there is. You sign up today. If you don't like it for any reason, you just let me know, and we'll send your money back. Boom. Bonus 4. I have a sales certification program online. I sell it for $1,000. It's a 30-hour program. It teaches you every element, every foundational element that you need to know for sales to get better, and it comes with a certificate. It's included in this deal. I'm all about sales, but I'm also all about personal development. The certification program gives me real-world lessons that I can learn from, and like you say, take to the bank. Thank you, Jeffrey. No, thank you, Danielle. Yes, you're getting 3 full courses for the price of 1, the 7-figure sales formula. You also get the 5 greatest sales training and the sales certification training. Come on. What more could you want? This is Emily's journey. We're customers of one another. You're changing the way I think about my customer, what I offer my customer, and the way I look at sales. And that is priceless. It's pure gold. Thank you. You're more than welcome, Emily. And my friend Joe Soto has 7 magic sales questions, and he's including those in this deal just because he's my friend. My wife Jen has a book called Sales Zen Training Series, 10 nuggets that will turn sales calls into sales gold, and that's going to be included. We're now up to $19,282 of real value. Like if you went online and just bought it, this is what you would pay for it, unless you buy in the next 4 days, and you can get it for $997 at 7figuresalesformula.com. Are you going there yet? Well, you have 2 choices. You can do nothing and not take the leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free, or you can invest in yourself like Warren Buffett does, like I do, and compared to all the value that you're going to get in return, why don't you give it a shot? You have nothing to lose. I'll give you your money back. Sign up today. You don't like it, I'll give you your money back for any reason whatsoever. I stubbed my toe. I want my money back. Fine. But the couple of real questions, as I was preparing this, I said, okay, what's your success worth? Is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check it out? Which if it does half of what I'm claiming it'll do, you're going to pay for itself 100x. But I think the other question is, what's the real cost of not doing it? Staying where you are, complaining, and making your quota. I don't want you to make your quota. I want you to blow the doors off your quota. I want your boss to say, how'd you do this? So in considering doing this is a very difficult thing for me, but this is reality. Halfway into my sales career, and I don't talk about this at all. No seminar, no nothing. In 1988, my business failed and I went bankrupt for $918,000. Worse than that, I had no credit and my home was being taken away from me by the bank. You know, your friend at the bank. I wonder how many of you have ever been flat broke before. And by the way, this was my second bankruptcy, so I was ready to be successful. I had to start from scratch with 3 growing-up daughters. I moved to Charlotte, determined to start my own renaissance. No game plan, no money, less than no money. I created a business selling sales leads. I made 1,000 cold calls door to door. I cold called every office in Uptown Charlotte, selling sales leads that I compiled from new business owners, fictitious names, new corporations, new homeowners, and building permits. I compiled it in a new thing called a database. Every time I saw a no soliciting sign, I laughed, because if you're in a big building and there's no soliciting, the only thing they can do is throw you into the hallway. It was hysterical. And I never missed a person. I had the greatest sales question of all time. I'd walk in and ask the gatekeeper, who's in charge of sales leads? And they wouldn't know, and the boss would always come out. And I could close 1 out of 3 every time, some days 2 out of 3. But I'd leave them 500 sales leads as a sample and then call them back the next day to get their credit card. If you ever see this on the outside of a door, you might want to be more careful. This one, they mean it. Handwritten. I found this on the outside of a door at an antique store in Oregon. I just spent $200 in the store. I go, I'm a salesman. Well, they not want me. They don't want my money. So I took the sign. There it is. I use the principles that are in the 7-figure sales formula program to make $1 million sales and $100 sales. It works at any level, and so can you. We might be more alike than you think. I personally hate working for other people. I put my family first. I love reading, sports, and collecting old stuff. I work my ass off. I've spent over 40 years learning the best ways to get clients and customers. I help them buy. I get them results. Results that I'm giving to you today for a very small investment. You can spend countless hours trying to buy it or do it the hard way. Why would you do that? You have the money back guarantee. 7figuresalesformula.com. And you can get started right now. In 4 days, it goes up to $2,000. For the next 4 days, you can buy it for $997. Got it? Maybe not. As promised, I'm going to give you that. No matter what you do, you're going to get the 2 bonuses: the Get Shit Done pages and Napoleon Hill's 28 qualities. Just go to the website, 7figuresalesformula.com. They're at the bottom of the page. Just click and you got them. Cool on that? I do what I promise. But I have a fast-acting bonus. If you do it right now, in the next 10 minutes, I want you to get started right away, so I'm going to add one more bonus. If you're serious or a serious action taker, when you enroll, in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give you my Closing More Business course. It's all about closing sales the new way, and it's killer. You get started now for $997. You get started in the next 10 minutes, you get the Closing Business course included at 7figuresalesformula.com. I'm going to take a few questions. Come on. Throw questions at me. Go into, get your bonus thing and throw anything at me. We're going to, they'll put them in the chat and I'll read them out loud, or someone will read them to me. I'm not really sure how it's going to work, but let me know. Anybody, anything you want to ask, I'm right here. Thank you. WealthNet Investment said already ordered. Love that. So give me something. Tell me what you need to know. What a close. Don't even know what it is yet, but take my money. Way to go, David. You know, this is a fun thing for me. I travel all over the world and I give seminars. Nothing is more fun for me than this. I just signed up, ordered, go for it. Thank you for acknowledging the fact that you ordered it. It's going to help other people go over the line and take possession of it. We're going to be concentrating this year on some of the elements inside the 7-figure formula. Can I take you to lunch? Andrew, I would love for you to come to lunch. Just come to Charlotte. I know people say, Jeffrey, can I take you to lunch, pick your brain, and I'll buy your lunch. And I tell people, well, I normally have a $1,000 an hour brain picking fee and I'll buy your lunch. But show up, we'll see what we can do. Tina, I'm in the process of ordering. I work for 19 cemeteries. Don't fall in. Can't wait to get started. Oh my God, I love that. How do you better qualify the leads generated from trade shows and conventions? I'm going to give you the answer. Don't qualify anybody, just like them. And don't put a golf ball into a hole. Give a speech at a trade show and people will stop by your booth and go, great speech. Now you can start talking in reality. And you can set an appointment on your phone at that moment. What's the biggest referable attribute other than reducing risks? Making a friend. Make a sale, earn a commission. Make a friend, earn a fortune. People will refer people that they like, believe, and trust. Thinking of bailing on my current successful business and reinventing myself doing something I actually want to do, will this help me? Oh, yeah. If you love it, can you tell I love what I do? I wake up in the morning. This morning I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning getting ready for you and waking up my 10-year-old daughter and giving her breakfast and hanging out with Jen and helping the family get ready for the day. But I love what I do. I can't wait to wake up in the morning. And if you're in that position, you're going to be making a lot of money. You're going to be earning a lot of money. If you hate it, you're going to hate to even get in the car. When you're out making cold calls, if you don't like them, then you invoke the number one rule of sales. The hardest door to open in sales, your car door. Started at 57, started over. The number one piece of advice from you is love what you do and get damn good at it. Find people who love you, want to do business with you, and get them to speak for you. The voice of your customer is 1,000 times more powerful than yours. More questions? How fast do you size up potential customer if he or she would buy or not? And the answer is you can't size them up. You have to ask them up. If you're looking for telltale signs, you can look around the office and see what they have posted on the wall. That's an indicator of what they like, and maybe you have something in common. Find the link. Find what you have in common with that person and start to talk about it. I don't care what it is. And that will get you deeper into the relationship, and that will allow you to talk about your product in a much more friendly way rather than in simply a professional way. Will this work if I'm starting a recruiting business, finding talent, not selling talent to corporations? Hell yes. This 7-figure sales formula program at sevenfiguresalesformula.com will work because it will work for you first and everything else you do second. It's all about how you can be the best person you can be for yourself first, then being the best person you can be for others. This will work for anybody, any place, anytime. Basic advice from a great author. Whoa, free marketing for new products. Cool. Listen, this is a phenomenal thing. Oh, you know what I forgot? I think I forgot to start the timer. You now have 10 minutes. You now have 10 minutes to start the bonus, the buy now bonus, $9.59. It's the fast acting bonus. You're going to get my closing program. It's so damn good. And some people have already got it. You're going to be blown away by this. Oh, someone is answering Andrew's question. You know what? The value of this program is the community we're going to create in Facebook that'll be private, where I'm going to go in and do the coaching and Q&A. And you're going to get answers. Andrew, I've owned 2 recruiting firms. I can tell you yes across the board, man. Way to go, Katie. Thank you. And he's already thanking her. This is how sales works. I'm great at sales, but you know what? Not as great as all of you combined. This is the real essence of what you're trying to create here. Community and expertise. And then turning that into the reality of money. No salesperson makes enough money. And the reason is they're thinking about making money instead of earning money. And this is your opportunity to get into the University of Sales, started by me, contributed by me, 16-book author and maker of $1 million sales in New York City. Boom. And this is what I think you need to do. And I think you need to do it as fast as you possibly can. Are these values approved by KBB? Who is KBB? I don't know. But if you let me know, I'll try to find it. Does anybody know what KBB is? Huh? Kelly's Blue Book? We're getting answers from the audience here today. I have no idea, but I'm assuming Tyler sells cars and that Kelly's Blue Book is the ultimate measure of what's the value of it. I'm going to tell you this. You go into Kelly's Blue Book, It's going to say value, $1 million. Available for the next 4 days for $997. And if you act in the next 7 minutes and 54 seconds, you can get my closing course as a bonus on top of all the other bonuses. But I'm looking forward to seeing you in Charlotte. We're going to have 2 days worth of rock'em, sock'em, unbelievable information, not just by me. I'm inviting a few of my friends. Buy it for the ticket. Get the course as a bonus. I'm telling you, it's going to be unbelievable. And 2020 is going to be the year that you can see things so clearly because your vision's right, because the year's right. And I'm going to have fun doing it, and I'm going to challenge you to have the most fun you can have doing it, because when you have fun at it, money starts flowing your way. I'm having a great time. I'm thanking you for your business. I'm thanking you for your loyalty. I'm thanking you for your support. And right now, we're on the outside. I'm hoping that I see all of you on the inside. I'm Jeffrey Gitomer. That's all for today. Thank you.